Hi there, everyone. I want to talk about the abundance of God. And we hear a lot these days about, an abundance mindset, an abundance mentality. But I want to talk a little bit about how that can show up in sort of a twisted and perverted way that is actually evidence of the opposite in terms of a belief system. So, I've shared in a previous video kind of this whole idea that God is infinite and he never runs out. All of his resources are infinite. And I'll share how he explained that to me, because he asked me several years ago if I understood what infinite means. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, is it possible to understand what infinite means? And the explanation he gave me was that if he, as God, chose to take everything he had and give it all to one person, he would turn around and it would all still be there. It would not be diminished one bit. And so what that means for us is that he has, in his heart, he has things intended for each and every person. But I've actually seen this in operation, and the thing that's stated around this activity is, well, there's enough for everyone. God's abundant, right? Yes, true. There's enough for everyone. But I have seen where God may have given something or downloaded something to an individual for them to bring forth into this world and into this earth and into a piece of his kingdom coming to heaven that has a powerful impact. And then other people again basically grab a hold of that and take it and duplicate it or imitate it or try to recreate that thing, which is evidence of how powerful what God gave actually is and the impact he intends for that to have. But that's, by saying that there's enough for everyone, is actually a perversion and a twisting that's evidence of a scarcity mindset, because what God intends in terms of his abundance is that he's got something to give you that will be unique and different, and it requires the being with him in the waiting and in the stillness and waiting for that to come, in the preparation for him to give that to you. And in the meantime, connect to all the powerful things that he has given to others. Connect to those things, help those to grow, help those to flourish, help those to multiply, without giving up, if you will, on the truth that God has something absolutely in his heart that is unique for you, that he intends to give to you. Part of the preparation is in the waiting and staying tucked into him, and not trying to recreate something he's already given to somebody else, but to be satisfied in the process while he is developing inside of you the very thing that he intends to give you as a unique expression of his kingdom here on this earth for you to carry forth. So, let's make sure that how we're interpreting abundance is based on that infinite, and we're not twisting it or perverting it with the assumption of, well, there's enough for everybody. There is enough for everybody, but what God intends is for you to have your unique thing that you bring into this world, and not to try to duplicate or recreate what he in his sovereignty chose to give to somebody else. Support that, help that to multiply, and wait on him in your own process to bring forth the things that he has for you to bring forth, because the world needs those things as well. They will be just as powerful, and it will require multiplication as well. So tap in to the infinite resources of God. Wait on him to bring the things that he has in his storehouse for you, to you, for the world.